Hello, 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 Gordon Gecko here. This is the beginning of the 12th season, and the premiere in Malta. Lower League Management save with sentence fees. Sorry, I'm having here a problem somehow. And at the moment, why is this guy unhappy? Luana, is he unhappy? Uh, okay. Squad status. Just gonna available for long. I'll try to loan him out. Right. So, like I said, this is the beginning of the 12th season. If you remember last season, the 11th year, Berkirkara won the league in the 10th time in a row. But before we go into that, let's just look at the money. So, money-wise, we continue on being shit. Actually, we got 100,000 here for the Europa League game. You'll see that in a bit. Uh, we also had a sponsorship deal, kit sponsorship deal that went a bit up, 55k, and we also made from TV rights for the transmission of the game for the Europa League another 40k, which is the record here. Talking about that, let's actually go on the club records. I think this is something that we haven't gone through, and I think it's important. Uh, Records, exactly. So, I'm going to see overview. Yeah, let's go through this one. So, highest position has been I was first in the Premier League, but this was like for a few rounds. Uh, and the worst was seventh place in the fourth division, or the third division, but the fourth year in my first year here. Probably also in the first, second game of the season. Um, Highest attendance was actually this game that we'll speak about in a bit. It's um, it's the game was the game against CSK Sofia in the first qualifying round of the Europa League. We had 1,869 people watching it. Average attendance, the best one was actually the first year that we were in the Premier League, 233. Lowest attendance was 21 in people against Legia in 2017 in the Africa Cup. Biggest win 9-1 against Hibernians in the Premier League. Actually, in the same year, in 2021-22 season, we had the biggest defeat 8-2 against Ricardo. Highest scoring game, a win on the FA Trophy 6-5. Highest scoring league game, which was that defeat against Ricardo and this game against Hibernians. Highest transfer paid was 40,000, and this was this year. This is a play for the future. I will look through it in a bit. Player-wise, most league appearances. Muscat, our goalkeeper, has 251 league appearances. Top goal scorer 32, Adariagas. Average rating, the best one was 38 in 7.47 2 years ago for Melbourne. Youngest player was Andre Galea. He is still at the club today. At the time he was 15. It was on the Videoton game that we lost also. Oldest player was Michel Niswaz. I don't know if this guy is still around. Uh, yeah, nowadays he's simply a scout. Okay. Fastest goal, 12 seconds, Dariagus. Most goals in the match, also Dariagus. 4 goals. Most assists, David Briffa. Still in the club also. Youngest goal scorer was Galea. Oldest goal scorer was Niswaz. So most games won in a row was 10. Games without losing, 21. These were both 2 seasons ago. Or actually last season. I don't. This season 25, 26. But this was 2 seasons ago. Most games lost in a row. This was in the first division. So in the second tier, 5, also the same in 5 without winning, although this was in the third division, or second division, third tier. Most games without scoring, 3 games. I don't know where I was. This is probably in the first division, so second tier. And most games without conceding, 4. This was last season. So these are the records. League position that this is. Sequences, transfers. So we beat the record of transfer 40,000, but we'll get through that now. So like I was saying, the finances are going a bit up here. They are probably going down afterwards. I think that we have elections this year in 2 months, but I'm not quite sure. Um, Salary, it's down a bit. Now we have 27,000. Before we had 38,000. We are still spending under the salary, so it's fine. I also used a bit of the cushion that I had to actually buy 2 players. So how did we do in this season? So we brought Matteo Vintani, defender center from one of those good players from Bergamo. He was on a free transfer for Tarxina. Brought Marlon Pisani, defended right, also pretty good guy, also on a free transfer. And Petroni. Petroni will be just a guy on the bench for the midfield left position where we had no one. I could not find any better than this half star. Then he bought the Zero, player for the future, 16 years old, striker center. The scouts had a better idea of him, but still, I can see the potential there. Let's see if he can transform it into goals. And Zara on the defender left position where we were missing people, and he costs around 11k, I think. Just for last season, if we had, did we send someone else? So we let Siriju go. Sambo also went, although I have to. Can I sign him again? That resulted on the first time telling him that he would be the he would become a player for the team, like the captain. The captain this time not. I let go Paul Gretsch. Um, he wasn't playing anything last season, and Samut, a striker, he was also not doing so well last season. So all of them were let go. Probably in the high side, this 40k was a bit too much for the Zero, but he was my scouts telling me that he was a 4-star player already. Let's see how this develops. Um, so training wise, um, there's a few. It stayed almost the same. Although me personally, I have evolved a bit as a coach. I have here a few trainees, also 15 in tech. I cannot get these up. They are the ones, the mentality ones, like fitness kit or ability, determination, having the discipline, working with youngsters. But I don't know why I cannot get better than those. Right. So we didn't change anything on the scouting or anything. Um, the youth squad is what it is, a bunch of losers. And um, season expectations is for us to challenge for the title. I don't really know what that means. We'll definitely be second place, that's for sure. Or I'm pretty sure of that. But first place, I think, is still unobtainable if we don't go to the professional level. FA Trophy reached the final. I don't know why they put this stuff here. Reached the final in the cup. Seems a bit over the top. And it was he was be competitive in the UEFA, in the Euro Cup or Europa League. Um, Let's just look at our best contenders, see who they hired or what players did they bought in. Transfer history. So they only bought in Seydou Diakate. Seems to be a very good player. I'll scout him. Um, they let a lot of good guys go, like this one. Oh, he's actually, yeah. None of them are interested in me. They let a lot of guys go, a lot of good guys, but I don't know if their team is not still a very good one. Um, Probably still the best team around for sure. Well, if we go into the Premier League, the season preview, you'll see that now we are 133 to win the league. Last season we were 150, so it means we're getting close to Bulgaria. So let's see if we can challenge them, or at least get in the two-game distance for them. Let's see. I think they also played already the yeah Super Cup. They won 3-1. Um, right. So to us, what happened? We went this time directly. We went for the in the first qualifying leg, and we got CSK Sofia, like the second place in Bulgaria, a team that is 3.5 stars comparing to us. This is 1.5. So we lost the first game in Bulgaria. We were dominated, 20-9. We had one clear cut chance, so we could have scored it 2-1, but it was a fair win to be honest for Sofia. Away or at home, we did slightly better, 1-2. Again, we were not completely dominated in this one, but we were not again. They had twice as many strikes than we had, also four clear-cut chances, so they also deserve to win this one. But this was a very tough tie for us. It is what it is. So we only got the money for participating in this one. So the other results was a win in the cup, or the friendlies we won against Syracuse, we drew to Ragusa, so two Italian teams that we played away to make some money, and then we won home against St. Lucia. We'll play today against Hibernians in the first game of the Premier League, and this will be at home. But before we go into that, I'll just want to check out how the other teams did in Europe. So we were kicked out directly. Let's see the other teams. So Melita, we lost to Yaro from Finland. They won 1-0 at home, but they had lost 2-3 or 2-0 away. So yeah, also not so good. I'm going to the other side. Vaccine, Valletta. Where's the other teams? So Burger Car actually went through the first qualifying leg against Ballon and Millard United from Northern Ireland, winning 2-0 and 4-0, but then against Slovan Bratislava, champions of Slovakia, they lost 3-0. At home, they managed to do 1-1, which is not enough. So, another season that they didn't do so well. The other team was Hibernians. They won. They didn't pass also the first round of the Europa League. They lost to Kairat from Kazakhstan, 1-0 home, 3-1 away. So overall, it was again a very poor performance from in Europe from teams of Malta, which is not surprising. Right. So let's. I'm gonna make some requests now to the board, see what they say. They cannot find funding for us, networking, senior affiliates. Yeah. to attempt to get some extra income. He doesn't want extra income. I always try to do this. He never gets me. Yeah. And the other thing that we like is actually the scouting range. They agree with the reasoning, but they haven't funding. They have funding for nothing. I'm really pissed. Okay, so let's go into this game against Hibernians. We're gonna play more or less with the same structure as the last team. Not a lot of changes. And to be completely honest, if this had been last season, I would be. How much is this? This thing. Okay, if this had been 2 or 3 seasons ago, I would say this will be one of the games that will have difficulties against Hibernians. But to be honest, now I think this will be, or we should win this one quite easily. I'm expecting this season to actually win, or I think the secret here is that if I win against all the 4 teams, all the teams that are below us in terms of ranking, we don't have to worry about the Dakar team. They will lose points. We just have to make sure that we make 80 points, which in 33 games will be winning 26, 27 games. So there are six games that we can lose or draw the season, and if we manage to do that, then we will be champions. And once we are champions, I'm pretty sure that we get professional status, like Burkakar has now, and go to other lengths. Also, with this comes the money from Champions League, which is not only the 100k, but around 400 or something, which will be enough for us to equilibrate the our balance in 2 seasons, I would say, and start actually implementing new systems and all of that. That would also bring Malta into an upper level. Okay, against the Buffalo, they have been dominating it, but we have created a few chances, but we still haven't put the ball inside the net. Sudan, new player. Last season was also one of the biggest difference to the other one, to the 2 seasons ago, where we made more points and actually that that our strikers were not so effective. I'm just gonna put Fallujah in. New player Samut, the one that I bought for 40k, is still not playing because, to be honest, he just joined like 2 days ago. So that would not be fair. And the problem is this: a lot of games that we are the best teams, we are the best team, but we can't seem to score goals. Okay, maybe now. Let's go. Perugia. Ah, mother of fuck. Still have the ball. Confusion there. Have a nice free kick. Rifa, nice goal. Rifa. Yeah, we just have to take advantage of this kind of play. We'll probably be one of the few teams, or actually the only team that doesn't resort much to foreign players, which is something. And second goal for Rugia. Ryan Ferrugia making the second one. He needs a better hairstyle though. And I think now with 2-0, unless they score he won in the next few minutes. Yeah, they do. Gilmar, Brazilian player, I guess. Have to scout this guy. And I have to make substitution now. My defenders are all very, very, very tired. I also don't understand why really. It's the first game of the season and they haven't had a game for at least 2 weeks now. One, oh God, I'll just go here and contain and give them take a breather. I don't know what happened here. Kivikovic was a player of ours a few years ago. Now plays for Hibernians. Interesting. Okay, so we got away with it today. We're actually the best team by far. Uh, say it's a good win. I just don't want to piss them off. But like you see, Booker Car also won the first game against the Rangers. A team like Hibernians, and they just destroyed them 4-0. So that has been the problem. They normally just destroy the other teams. We get this when we manage to win. We don't get that many losses. I think we got like 3 last season, but we get a lot of draws, and that has been the problem here. Okay, so as next time, the next game will be the first of next season. That will be against Valletta. It will be transmission on TV, actually an away game. Until now, I haven't seen this enough. If you like the video, just click on the like button. If you want to subscribe, please do so. Um, I will answer to all your questions on the YouTube channel, and see you next time. Until then, this is Gordon Gecko. Bye bye.